Howdy, howdy, yo. But we're back again. Hello, how's everybody doing? Oh god, I hear myself. Oh, let me fix that. Yes, I think basically, welcome back. We're doing the reading stream again. I think we're not going to be able to get through the whole thing for sure. I think it definitely... Yeah, I think we talked about it before. It took us... We got through like 7 chapters last time. And I think there's about like 30 or 40? 30 to 40. So we'll probably get to about like 14 or 15 today. Maybe even better knowing that we won't have probably as many issues as last time, most likely. But I think where we left off basically was Yuria sent a hit squad on Moses and Ezra, and then they basically just like, oh yeah, no, I expect you to come here. I'll make you weapons if you let me study your the pipe, her smoking pipe, pretty much, because apparently seems to be some kind of weird artifact kind of thing. So we got a lot to chew on. We also just kind of got dropped into the teddy bear workshop with not a lot of explanation other than I think they said it was basically a distortion, just from what I know. Good morning. I tend to forget there's Project Moon books too. Yes. I think, yeah, it's this one, Leviathan, and the LobCorp webcomic, I think? Right? I think, yeah, the... whatever it's called. I think they took it off the website, I think, due to something with the artist. That's all I know about it, that one. And I think, like, it has, like, a couple, like, little... I think it's somewhat jokey posts on, like, different abnormalities. Wonder Lab, that's what it was. Yeah, I think, like, they took that off. So I don't know if I can stream that one. I'll figure out if that one's, like, actually okay. Because I don't want to get in hot water with like a PM or that artist more than likely. So I'll see what happened with that one, and we might do Wonder Lab. Probably not though, based on what I've seen. We'll figure that one out probably. that one's a little iffy. It was also the introduction to the Servant of Wrath. Oh, they actually talked about the Servant of Wrath in that one? Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully I can actually look at that one then, knowing like we don't have a lot on Servant of Wrath, so I would like to maybe look into that. Maybe that would be fun to do. Wait, you know that actually just stared at me in the face like Green Goblin mask. They I think they mistyped maneuvers. I love this. Like I love the Distortion Detective, but like it's a little scuffed. It's just a wee bit scuffed on the translation side, you know. Also hard to tell who's talking sometimes. Sometimes it's easy, other times. Yeah, I do find it funny that apparently in like LobCorp we almost had a third crazy boss fight with the magical girls, and they're like, yeah, we can't figure out how to make this work. But you know, fair enough. It's still really funny they attempted it. What are you? I think yeah, basically they would also have to turn into Niall more than likely as well. That would be interesting. But anyways, yes, I'm getting off track here. Sorry. I guess let's continue to the actual reading section of the stream. So, we are on Chapter 7, Yuria Altier. Ezra leads the way, carrying the fedora mobster on her shoulder. She seems excited to visit the esteemed workshop she's never gotten to enter before. The mobster with a smashed face tries to negotiate. Oh, no, wait. Oh, wait, no, I'm stupid. We finished this one. Oh, yeah. We're on 8 then. I made a mistake. Okay, we finished Chapter 7. I'm stupid, and then click the next one. Because I was really confused, because I'm pretty sure that mobster was dead. I'm like, oh, is Ezra just excited we carrying a dead body? No, I'm an idiot. Anyways. Taeyong Produce Company. 3 people sat around the dining table for 2. It's early in the morning and Ezra is glaring at Yuria. She must be irked by this little intruder that popped into our ordinary life. Yeah, she really is a dog. She's so dog girl. we love our dog girls. It's curious. It's curious how you could stare at me for 30 minutes straight, all the while having breakfast. When you agreed, detective? Yuria spoke with a smile. You little thing! Detective? You small little thing. Detective Moses! It looks like Ezra's mocking us for our height. That's not... Noises. My head is ringing. The rice is well cooked, and yet I'm losing my appetite. Thanks to the noisy ruckus those two are causing. This has been going on for a while. I'd hate to deal with this every morning of my life. Quiet! Owie. That's fucking Ezra. Gwez is 100% Ezra. The yelped as I kicked them in the shin. Could you two keep it down while we're eating at the very least? Ezra and Yuria nodded. Yeah, they really do fight like cats and dogs. You know, all those artwork I've seen online of these three are making a lot more sense. Like even just off the base introduction, I saw it, but like I'm seeing it so much stronger right now. It's great. Also, I'm gonna turn down that music a little bit for y'all. That should probably be a bit better. I realized it was reaching my speaking volume, and I'm like, I don't think that's right. My appetite is finally restored in the fresh serenity. I placed a quail egg boiled in soy sauce on warm rice and eat it. The food we bought from Rand's side dish stall, a grocery store that recently opened up near our office. Turned out to taste good. I should visit them more often. After finishing this meal, I headed out to the terrace to smoke as per my daily routine. Ezra, do the dishes. Yes, Chief. Listening to the sound of Ezra washing dishes, I pull out tobacco smoke and look below. Distorted creatures are heading to distorted workplaces as usual. The scenery of the street will forever be the same. I'm guessing this is Moses. Yuria, is the gear all finished? Sure thing. 11 pieces in total, right, Detective Moses? 11 pieces of equipment in 1 week. That's quite impressive. Besides, the gear was commissioned by Ezra, not me. Likely, she must have asked for complex and elaborate gadgets to spite her. Their quality is yet to be demonstrated, but the production speed is certainly on the level of a Meister. Ezra, is that the correct amount? Ezra stops cleaning the dishes for a moment and nods while staring at the plate she's holding. If you keep refusing to cooperate with each other, I'm cutting your salaries, you two. I don't mind that, though. I'm not working here for money, after all. Yuri responds nonchalantly. I don't mind that either, Detective. You don't have to pay me at all this month. I can't believe Ezra would go so far to say that. These two make such a childish pair. Place my hand on my forehead. I also place my hand on my forehead. I would have put my forehead in my head at the exact moment. I fucking love this. I won't care what the hell you do with each other, so just don't let your little feud disturb our work. Yes, got it. We haven't had any noteworthy requests since we took in Yuria. They were all trivial matters where I didn't even have to use my pipe. And most of them weren't even cases of distortion at all. I expected Yuria to be disappointed by this uneventfulness, but she seems hardly bothered. I went downstairs with my pipe still in my mouth and rummaged through the request box. An envelope happens to be waiting for me. I tore it open and read the paper on the inside. This case smells like a big one. The three of us walked the street together. Do you get requests from companies too, Yuria asked? Oh wait, god damn it. Do you get requests from companies too? Yuria asks. Companies in the back streets are our most frequent clients, in fact. They love to simply pass the burden of dealing with the troublesome issues onto the office that specializes in solving them, I answered, holding my pipe between my teeth. Ezra following a few steps behind in silence. I suppose I'd try to humor her today. We arrived at the company building. It's rather large. Enterprise that occupies the entirety of a 10-story building. Perhaps it's a subcontractor of a wing. Ezra and I presented our fixer IDs as well as the letter of request to the lobby while Yuria showed her workshop union certificate. We received a visitor's pass each and wore them around our necks. The security guard waiting at the elevator confirmed the passes and asked for our destination, floor 8. Giving a brief answer, we took the elevator up to the floor written in the letter of request. When the elevator doors opened on the 8th floor, someone greeted us. Let's see. Ah, hello, dear fixers. I've been waiting for you. Here's my business card. The card introduced them as Kang Jinsil, section manager of Taeyong Produce Co. I've requested 3 offices about this matter so far, but none of them could resolve it. If this problem isn't fixed for me, I'm gonna get fired and all my subordinates will get sacked too. Oh my god, Yuria. So is Yuria also taking the hype man position from Ezra? No wonder she's so sad. She's getting her job stolen. You don't have to worry anymore. Detective Moses over here will elegantly take care of the case for you. Yuria intervened while Ezra still remained quiet. Greetings. I'm Moses from Moses' offices, handled mysteries and unsolved cases. May I ask who recommended you to our office? Amel office recommended you to us. They said Moses' office should be the perfect fit for this kind of case. Ame office, that must be where Kaoru is, the kid who likes to complain, but they subtly care for us quite a bit. Let's see. Let's get right to the point. Where are the people suffering from the symptoms you described in the letter of request? Ah, those employees are actually in the sleeping chamber on the fourth floor basement, not up here. A sleeping chamber? What is a sleeping chamber doing in a company? Yuri asked curiously. Oh, lovely. That means this is a corrupt company that forces employees to work overtime so often they don't get any time to go back home for sleep, as replied in a plain tone. Oh my. Well, it's not just for us, you see. Most firms do the same these days. Manager Kang appeared rather perplexed by what Ezra said. Please lead the way then. Of course, this way, please. We get back on the elevator. Manager Kang tagged their security key card on the elevator's control panel, reviewing a set of buttons that lead to the basement floors. This company building goes as deep as 15 floors underground. One could very well run into some hidden ruins at this step. What kind of produce company goes so deep underground? Ezra asked. I'm afraid I can't answer that much in detail. You can just think of the underground space as our warehouse. Manager King answered as they pressed button to the fourth floor basement. With a jingle, the elevator arrived at its destination. We were met with complete darkness when we stepped out. Oh my, why is it so dark in here? Because it's where people sleep. Because it's where people... Oh no, wait, it's flopped. I forgot, you know what? Okay, you know what? Okay, it makes sense. Yuri is kind of like the curious one. Okay, I understand the cat one more. I understand. God damn it. Oh my, why is it so dark in here? It's because it's where people sleep, duh. Ezra answered Yuri's question again. Manager King groped along the wall looking for a light switch, and soon enough, orange light bulbs on the ceiling grew up. The ceiling lit up, oh my god, one row at a time. Flick, flick, flick. More people could be seen with each set of light bulbs lit. Numerous people were lying on the floor, arranged in an order we mattered. As you can see here, these employees won't wake up at all. Not waking from their dreams, huh? What kind of dreams could they be having to make faces like this? Ezra said, tilting her head to the side. Yeah, dog girl. Does it make more sense at that 40-degree angle, Ezra? Does it make more sense that way? They seem to have escaped into their dreams. We should have a look at their recent work records, Yuria spoke with a smile. Yeah, I thought so too. I said in agreement. Ezra groaned. Oh dear, and I was trying to appease Ezra for a while now. What? That's not all, actually. What the hell? I'm not gonna read all that. That seems like nonsense. Okay, it is not. All the people lying on their floor opened their eyes and began chanting unintelligible words in unison. The wide underground floor was soon filled with the voice of the many. Ezra freaked out. Wait, let's see. I think there must be some kind of message hidden in what they just uttered. Yuria spoke with her eyes closed, focusing on the sound. Ice barrel. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna read all of that. Voices echoed throughout the floor. Manager, we'd like to check their work records for the past month. I turned around as I spoke to Manager Kang, who I expected to be right behind us. Kang Jinso was instead inside the elevator. Ka-chink, a steel gate then blocked entry to the elevator. Fucking coward. Alright. I mean, I could tell the guy was a rat, but like, damn, not by that much. My apologies, Fixers. I'm sure you're capable enough to handle this, right? The elevator doors began sliding. Tell me, what happened to Kaoru from Ame office? You'll be able to find out soon enough. I hope you can survive this hell. The elevator's doors were closed completely. They got us good. The light bulbs on the ceiling began to flicker. Every time the light bulbs flickered, hundreds of eyes still lying on the floor could be seen gazing at us. Blink, 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 blink. Oh boy. So, hundreds of eyes. That's interesting. I'm guessing this is gonna be a metaphor for like an office that micromanages you. You always feel like you have hundreds of eyes on you, watching your every move. That's my guess. Detective, I'm so hopeless with this kind of stuff. Ezra took cover behind me, squeaky in a faint, squeaky voice. She really is a dog. She's not helping, I suppose. Shall we start by looking out for an exit, Detective? Yeah! She still has the nerve to take jabs at Ezra in times like this. I must wonder if she ever gets tired of it. Do you have any night vision goggles or something of the sort? Right, there's a few in my dimensional bag. I'm the one who crafted the glasses, though. Well, I planned the functions for them. I commend you both, so hand me the damned glasses already. I just love how Moses is just tired of both of them immediately. She is just the handler for two fucking crazy animals. Ezra rummaged through her dimensional bag and took out 3 pairs of eyeglasses, handing a pair to each of us. The temples of the glasses were decorated with ribbons. Typical northern workshop fashion. Do they really have to adorn everything they make with such ornaments? Putting on the eyeglasses, I could gain a clear vision of the chamber as if it was brightly lit by the sun, even with the light bulbs in the ceilings blinking frantically. Glasses automatically compensate for the rapid changes in brightness, allowing me to see things at a constant degree of brightness. That's miracle work. I was about to go, wait, what about the flashing light? Wouldn't that basically blind you? No. You know what? Okay, the writers know about night vision. You know what? Thumbs up. I would have had to rely on a lighter to barely see things right in front of us in the old days of just Ezra and I working together. Certainly it's convenient to have a Meister working for our office. Detective, what do we do if they all start jumping at us? Ezra worriedly asks. I'm pondering on what to do as well. Looking around, I could count 108 employees here in total. They're all blinking at the same time, chanting the same words. What could this mean? For what purpose? Perhaps... It seems as if their minds of these people are all linked together. Detective over there! Ezra pointed towards a mashed pile of flesh lying in the corner of the sleeping chamber. There were several of them around the chamber. In fact, I could see at least 8 of them, all created at different times. We approached a pile that appeared the most recent. It's a dead body, as I suspected, a corpse that was crushed brutally. Something in this room smashed people. They were... Oh, here we go. They were thrown with tremendous force. It's been at least 33 hours since the blood was spilled. Judging from its state, this body seems to have suffered heavy external damage, Yuria said as she observed the pile of flesh with a magnifying glass. Kaoru. This sword belonged to Kaoru. That means our opponent has enough physical strength to pound a grade 4 fixer to a pulp. The rest of the lumps of flesh nearby are likely what became the other fixers from Ame office. There is nothing in our sight that appears to be the culprit. However, the only other thing in this space are 108 sleeping employees of a produce company still wearing their suits, and the 3 of us. Detective, how do these employees appear to your eyes? Ezra asked. Well, obviously they all have different forms of distortions. No, something is different. The employees did have distortion of their own, but without any common trait to be found, much like I see in the streets, yet their distortions are beginning to disappear. The ones whose face was missing regains their face. The one whose right arm was scorched has their arm restored. Cylindrical objects are being removed from another person. I forgot to mute my phone. Are being removed from another person. The distortions are all gathering to a certain spot. Oh, yeah, so they're just all gonna merge into, one being? I'm guessing? Then their chant must be some kind of code or a smoke build from what appeared to be an altar. Wait, so you guys just missed a straight up altar and flashes in the corners? So you guys, I mean, I guess there is crazy chanting, so I can't give them too much shit on that one, huh? Then their chant must be some kind of code or ritual to summon something. The smoke gradually condenses into a certain shape. Should we kill all the employees sleeping here? We don't even know what may manifest from the smoke. It's hard to judge something we know nothing about. I don't get a good feeling about this. It could turn out to be a favorable phenomenon. Could be an opportunity. At the same time, it's just as likely that something could kill us all. I cannot make any judgment on this phenomenon that I'm experiencing for the first time. Should I kill 108 people at my own discretion based on an uncertain possibility? The lives of Ezra and Yuria depend on my decision. My thoughts accelerate. Ezra and Yuria are saying something to me. Damn it, I know I should come up with something. If I were to use my white breath, could I control more than 100 people at once? I've never tried something of that scale. However, I'll only end up ruining myself even in the worst case scenario. Yes, this is the most possible option I have. Having made up my mind, I opened my eyes. The floor under each person opened up, storing them in a space below. It's as though they were all battered used as batteries of the mind. It's too late. Only 3 of us remained in this 100 pyong space, till we noticed something standing before us. At least 3 meters in body size, 6 arms, massive muscles that looked like they could burst at any moment, a skeleton head, blue flames spurting from its gaping mouth, red eyes staring at me. The shape was complete. The creature assumes a bizarre pose. This is a completely hostile entity. Instinctual fear overwhelms me. Yuria grabbed my sleeves tight. Ezra's eyes changed. Ezra? What we're about to face is something completely different from anything we've dealt with before. Yes, Detective. Ezra puts her dimensional bag on the floor. Yuria, observe me to your heart's content. Of course I will. I held my pipe between my lips. I closed my eyes and began breathing in. This distortion has the same scent as the pianist. A distortion dedicated to slaughtering people. One moment of carelessness means death. Yet, I am beginning to feel excited. I suppose this old habit will die hard. Oh, on assault mode, Mark 3! Desra's dimensional bag. Oh my god, guys, she said the thing from Wimbus Company. Ezra's dimensional bag emitted an orange glow as she shouted. Ezra armed herself with the exoskeletons of various shapes all over her body. Ezra's big, bulky body was made even bigger now. Her size was comparable to the beast that we're facing. I noticed that the exoskeleton she's wearing doesn't appear exactly to be the ones I saw her use before. That must be Yuria's work, though it seemed that Ezra found the time to stipple them with stickers just like she does with everything she owns. But did you plaster my gear with silly stickers like that? Yuria complained as expected. If it looks like we're about to die, don't look back and just run. I'm sure you could fix the elevator somehow. I'll earn you enough time. Ezra spoke in a calm tone. What are you talking about? Yuria dropped her usual impudence. Placed my head on my forehead. Stop jinxing us, you two. We're all making it back alive. With a thunderous kick against the floor, the giant leaped at me. Its skeleton head came right in front of me in the blink of an eye. One of its arms winding up for a punch. A clean hit from that fist could turn me into a pulp. I still stood still and closed my eyes. Ezra cut in immediately and sent that skeleton giant flying as quickly as it approached me. I won't you lay a finger on my detective! Oh, wait, my detective. I auto-corrected that in my head, the detective. Oopsies. Bleh. Yes, the detective, not my detective. Swoosh, crashing into the wall, the giant soon jumped out and threw its fist at Ezra. But I'm not going to read out all of these for the fight. Ezra held her arms high and deployed a powered shield to block its attack. My hair and coat fluttered from the blast of air it created from its impact. That skeleton giant is a purely physical being. I doubt psychological attacks will have any effect on it. I could try restricting its movements to assist Ezra, but even if I did, can she deliver the finishing blow to that monster? Doubt that either. Ezra, protect me with all your strength. Yes, Chief! Ezra responded loud and clear. I inhaled a crimson red breath. Oh? Oh, okay, no, that's Ezra. Okay, I was about to say, what, is Yuria getting in on this too? Yuria-style rotary drill! 3 drills emerged from the exoskeleton on Ezra's right arm as she thrusted the skeleton beast's body. They struggled to penetrate the giant's hard skin, throwing up sparks in all directions. The giant uses 2 of its arms to grab Ezra's right arm and pushes her away. While charging up strength with the other 4, Ezra continues to strike the giant's waist with her left arm. 4 straight punches land on Ezra at once. The sheer strength of the giant's forearms knocks Ezra across the chamber and into a wall. I inhaled a crimson red breath. You dummy! Use the axe! Yuria yelled urgently. Yuria-style axe! Ezra pulled a long pole from her back, which turned into a 2-handed battle axe of enormous size. So that's also from Wimbus Company, though I think they changed that name to to a golden retriever thing, didn't they? I think they did anyways, to my knowledge, right? Like, didn't they call it like golden retriever axe or something like that when she made it? I think it was anyways. I'm guessing that was an evolution of this axe. I never thought this stupidly large axe would actually see use, Yuria mumbled. I inhaled a crimson red breath. Ezra charged at the giant with the axe in her hands. At the same time, the Colossus lifts its right arms and lunges at her. Slice. I don't know why, but in my head I first read that as ice. Wait, there's like a fucking song. I'm very smart. I'm very smart. What can I say? You know? I'm not dumb, I promise. Three muscular arms of the giant flung into the air, cleaved clean by the axe. Oh. It's an axe sharpened by my teddies in my workshop for 4 whole days. I bet it cuts better than the hyper-osculation blades, huh? It really does! Ezra's eyes sparkled with enthusiasm. I inhaled a crimson breath. Watch out! Uria gave Ezra a warning. Shunk. The cleaved right arms morphed into sharp stakes and wedged into Ezra's flesh. Ezra swings her axe up, chopping off the arm stakes still stuck in her body. Ezra then proceeded to kick the giant away. Swung her axe at the giant's body this time. Oh, so this is a crazy creature. Like, we got fucking Hellrider over here who can turn his body into spikes. Clang. Into... You know, she went from bragging about how great her sword is to, Ezra, the edge is all worn down now. Can I just get an oscillating blade if I can't even use this thing to cut like 2 times? Well, I guess it's factors of 3s, so probably closer to like 6 cuts, huh? But still, that's kind of crazy to me, you know? Only that much? I inhaled. Ezra threw the frayed axe onto the ground. I inhaled a crimson red breath. Ezra and the giant remain in a brutal scuffle. The titan ruthlessly pummels Ezra with its 3 remaining arms and its legs, crushing her exoskeletons bit by bit. Blood gushes out for the stakes stuck in her body. Detective Moses, please! Uria cried at me. I inhaled a crimson red breath. I do not stop inhaling. I close my eyes and sink into my inner world. Every atrocious moment of the past throughout my life swirls around me. The memories of violence I never want to recall. Blood, scars, corpses, pain, war, carnage. I concentrate all that malice into a single point. Good work, Ezra. The smoke became a scarlet, coarse cylinder in my hand. I aimed that cylindrical shape at the oversized skeleton. Crimson point. I stabbed the cylinder into the giant. The cylinder expanded by about 5 meters, erasing the creature's upper body. I bore a hole through that giant's body, hole created from physical force, yet the origin of that force was neither external nor internal. What was once there simply vanished. My body was shaking, my eyes were bloodshot, my mind was swarmed with destructive impulses. I must maintain reason. Oh my god, Yasad. She has the rationality to maintain discretion. I'm so proud of her. I coughed out a thick clot of blood, then I felt in a familiar embrace. It's alright, Detective, it's over now. Ezra hugged me, her body soaked in blood. Uria was next to me, sitting on the floor crying, and I could come back to myself. She's, yeah, so, we're all shooting the manager, right? Also, once again, this is so Yuri-ful. It's so Yuri-ful. And I could come back to myself. You all did well. I stood back up and adjusted my coat. It's about time we figured out just what's going on in this damned company. I put my pipe in my mouth. Yeah, okay, yeah. I did think that was right. So a pyong is a Korean unit of floor space. It's similar to real estate measurements of tatami and tsubo in Japan. 100 pyong is about 330 square meters, or 3,558 square feet. Wait. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was about to say, that's a meter per. So a pyong is just a meter square? A square unit of a meter? A meter square? Full of Yuri, yeah. It's interesting they call it a pyong when they could just go, like, square meter. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Hmm. Oh, report Uria. Yeah, so we finally get a picture of her that I looked up. Yeah, even if you just, like, not even from her text, but just from that picture, you could tell exactly what kind of character she is. 21, female, affiliation, question mark, Meister self-proclaimed. I mean, my guess is she doesn't have an affiliation, she's just doing her own thing. She's 5'7"? Wait, damn, she's actually taller than I expected her to be. I expected her to be, like, mini. I guess it doesn't help that she probably stands next to Ezra all the time, so you'd think she's bigger than... You'd think she's smaller than she actually is, because Ezra's fucking ginormous. She's as tall as me. Oh my god, she is. That's actually really funny. Hobbies. Having tea party with her teddy bears is what she claims, though they essentially appear to be brainstorming session for weapon ideas. Specialities, crafting quality equipment at high speeds. Birthday, July 15th. Likes teddy bears, bitter brewed coffee, collecting unique adhesive plasters, band-aids. Dislikes things that get in her way, cherry cupcakes, coffee with syrup or sugar. Yeah, she does. I always thought she had that one band-aid. Yeah, she does have a couple extra band-aids. Interesting. Also, these pictures are so funny to me. They're just suddenly seeing these. Is that you? Oh no, I thought that was Yi Sang for a second because I thought that was Dante. No, that's just some random thing. Once again, hello, PM's fucking love of androgyny. That's a man. I thought that was a woman. It's actually crazy how this is. Like, I would never have guessed this was a man. I'm gonna be so for real. Like, look at the fucking hips, bro. Look at his waist. It goes so tiny and then it goes back to hip size. Bro is hourglass. Like, holy shit. It's actually crazy to me. Insert more. He's 37? Motherfucker is 37, built like that. He looks like he's in his early 20s. That's 37. Alright, so Otis has to be fucking old, right? If this is what a 37-year-old looks like in the PM universe, how old is Otis? Is she in her 50s? Like, what? Otis looks so old, and then you look at him, and that's 37. Genetics at work, like, damn. We have a 37-year-old man. We have a 37-year-old man with an hour-shaped body and perfect skin. Bro, to have those genetics is wild. Assumedly she is. Yeah, she has to be. With how she looks and versus this 37. Thank you, PM. Once again, thank you, PM. Oh my fucking god, that's so funny. That's genuinely so fucking funny. Male, 7 Association, HQ Section 2. Great, he's a grade 2 fixer. He is also 5'7". Huh, obliterate them. So true, bestie. Obliterate him. I wouldn't really say he has any. The only thing he did whenever I saw him was the work that's put in front of him. Quick specialities is quick analytical prowess, level-headed judgment. Birthday, July 20th. Likes tidiness, sweet coffee with about 3 sugar cubes. Dislikes affairs that will leave a mess which needs to be dealt with afterwards. Oh my god. Yeah, no, I am impressed with your body. Like, holy shit, bro. Oh my god, that's so funny. That's so funny. Sorry, 1 second. Sorry, I'm just trying to fix something real quick. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Yuria, you're more than capable of repairing this elevator, right? Yes. Please get it as fixed as possible. I'll be looking after Ezra for a bit. No worries, Detective. I've been through this much a lot. There have been a few occasions that could harm Ezra this badly, though injuries in general are not a huge concern for her. Still, it wouldn't hurt to take extra caution, considering that it's a distortion we're dealing with this time. I came near Ezra, who's resting on the floor, and took out a first aid kit from her dimensional bag. It's been a while since I bandaged your wounds myself. It really has. The stake embedded in Ezra's body fizzled into vapor when the skeleton beast fell. I wrap a Finar workshop pressure bandage on the open wounds. Blood is still oozing out, but there don't seem to be any sign of infection or transmission. What's up with this distortion detective? These things keep getting tougher and tougher. Could it be the same type as the mock exam class? Beats me. Alright, take care of the rest yourself. I stood up and approached the altar-like black box at the other end of the chamber. The distortions of the company's employees were sucked into the box, which in turn created a white smoke that manifested into one giant distortion. That wasn't a mass distortion shared by many people like the one we saw in the mock exam case. An artificial distortion created by someone's design. Ezra, come get this weird thing when you're done bandaging. I got it, Chief. Ezra picked up a bag and dusted herself off as she stood up. She just is just running around with... Damn, either Ezra is that tough or the workshop is that good. Because, like, damn, she's got impaled by 3 spikes the size of arms, apparently? And she's just like, nah, I'm fine. Detective Moses, the elevator is working. We can get up to any floor we want now. The company intentionally puts employees to sleep in this underground chamber and hired fixers to fight against this man-made distortion. What are they planning to do with it? Develop it into a weapon? If they could manage to control the distortion through technical methods, they'd shake up the balance of power for sure, but how exactly? How's it possible to quantitatively measure and manipulate the human mind through a device or two? The technology that could achieve such a feat would be nothing short of a singularity. It's not an advancement that some obscure company in the backstreets could make on its own. Something is up with this company. Let's head to the 8th floor. Understood? We're heading up. Ezra hurriedly hops into the elevator. That strange box, fortunately, seems to fit into her dimensional bag somehow. Okay. I'm like, Sombe is like a senior, but I wasn't sure if that was Aurelia exactly.
Sionbe, you feeling alright?
Silence ensued.
Ezra Sionbe.
Me? I'm your Sionbe? Ezra exclaimed with surprise.
Since we're both detectives of Detective Moses and you're my senior here, I'm calling you Sionbe from here on out.
Yeah, Yuria seems to finally acknowledge Ezra. I would have hoped so, knowing she just watched her take down a fucking monster or not solo, but basically held out against something that slammed her into a wall, you know? I would be surprised if she was still gonna be trying to jump her ass for that, you know? Oh my god. Oh gosh, detective, she must be distorted! Let's save the friendly jokes for when we get back to our office. We're almost at the 8th floor now. When the cat finally acknowledges you, there's something wrong with the cat. Ding dong. We were met with a strong scent of blood when the elevator doors opened. This smell of fresh blood. The office was overgrown with green vines bearing countless red fruits on the ceiling. My eyes traced along the stems of the vines, starting with the tips on the ceiling. They led back to a gate mouth of the company's employees. None of them were alive. This is the same box we've been seeing in the sleeping chamber, was placed in the middle of the office. Yet another distortion. Detective? Does that mean where there's more than there's more like the ones you just fought? Ezra asked. I placed my hand on her forehead. We can't take this anymore. Both Ezra and I are at our limits. We'll be dead meat if we face another distortion at the level of the one we just encountered. Just before. Ezra, Yuria, our objective from now is to survive. Follow every order I have to give to you. 2 non-response. A siren went off, followed by the announcement, emergency lockdown, emergency lockdown. Taeyong Produce Company is closing business as of now. Dear employees, as per the terms of your employee contract, you may not leave the company building. Repeat. Shaka, shaka, shaka. I don't know why, but I immediately just heard fucking the gorillas in my head with shaka, 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 shaka. Shutters came down on the office windows, one by one. Ezra used much force possible to break that window right now. Yes, Chief! Ezra equipped both Namir office and Alice workshop gauntlets on her hands and dashed into the window for a powerful strike. The massive weight of the punch sent tremors through the office, but it only left a dent in the shutter. There was no ordinary steel. We're completely trapped here. I took out my pipe and started smoking from it. Jesus Christ. Yeah, no, I love when my produce company has superior than military grade shutters. How does that even work? Like where like an entire building could shake, yet it's just like a mild dent on the steel. Actually, we are dealing with singularity fucking the city, so you know what? I can't talk too much shit about that one, you know?
Detective Moses, the elevator is no longer functioning. The building's main system is completely shut down.
Yuria gave me bad news on top of this. Ka-chink, smash, ka-chink, ka-chink, smash. I hear something. Did the window give in to the impact? Of course not. I was a dunce and a fool to make a hasty assumption. I was a dunce and a fool was gonna be my new thing to say. Ezra, get your Sigma Blade ready. And Yuria, can you make a device that can start a fire currently?
None that I can craft at the moment, but I could try using something I've prepared for your smoky pipe, Detective.
The red objects hanging from the ceiling were not fruit of any kind. They were eggs, and we were in a hatchery of some sort. The shock of Ezra's punch caused those eggs to hatch. Massive mosquitoes with the faces of humans slowly crawled out from the cracked shells. So was the 8th floor made of lawyers? Because, we got some bloodsuckers.
Detective, they're coming!
Ezra yelled urgently. Yuria, let's try what you suggested, whatever it is. I handed my pipe to Yuria. Ezra held the blade and prepared herself for combat. The mosquitoes hovered in the air for a moment before charging at us. Ezra's fiery sword sliced through several mosquitoes, but wasn't nearly enough to stop them all. The insects bit Ezra and started sucking the blood out of her body. Make it quick, Yuria. It's done. Try imagining fire in the... It's done! Try imagining fire in the same way as when you turned your pipe into the red sword. Oh yeah, I forgot she did that against the fucking muggers. So yeah, oh yeah, because she did get to witness that with a recording, so of course she did something with that. She gave me back my pipe, now with a red ribbon tied around it. I let in a red breath. Bursts of flames rose from the pipe's bowl, which then took the form of birds. The burning birds fly into the giant pests feasting on Ezra and set them ablaze. Thanks, Detective. Ezra's voice lacks energy. My body rapidly grows cold. It's as if the life's warmth is being drained away. I suppose everything must come with a price.
Let's take the stairs over there. This door isn't blocked, thankfully.
Yuria gave us good news this time, flinging open the door to the stairwell. The birds of the flame brought us enough time to make our way to the door.
Goodness.
Ezra quietly muttered as soon as she stepped into the stairwell. The stream of people flow across the staircase. It's literally a river of humans. They float down the stairwell, their limbs tangled up with each other.
Detective, is this the end of us?
Ezra barely managed to speak. Not today, I answered faintly. Yeah, to address seniors, mentors, older students. I like how the translators keep going, it's like the Japanese senpai. Although we try to avoid using honorifics in our translations, this is one of the few times where an exception has been made due to the difficulty of finding a suitable English equivalent. I mean, couldn't you just say senior? This has the same energy as, like, we could not use the Japanese word because it's just, it's too powerful without it, and it's like friend. Isn't just saying senior enough? I will never understand the localization on that one. When it's like an honorific, I feel like senior works. Maybe I'm crazy. This is like one of those cases where I don't see why why it's getting that much precedence on it when it's basically just senior. It's like when you use what was the term for it? I don't remember what the term was. Oppa. It's like using Oppa rather than just going big bro. Like just going big bro, what are you doing, man? It's too powerful. They just called someone a slur. Yeah, no. Like yeah, no. Like, it's very weird. It's always been weird to me. Just like how it's like it's too powerful, and it's just like it's just very common. It's like a very common thing. We really don't have an honorific in the English language for senior. Oh wait, there it is. Senior. That's my Seonbae. That's my senior. It literally takes the place in the sentence structure perfectly. There's a swift torrent of people. Anyway, sorry. I'm getting carried away arguing semantics of translations and localizers. There's a swift torrent of people that looks as though it could carry off anyone who may carelessly tread into it. We're out of options. Our only choice is to let the current take us wherever it may lead to. Ezra? Yuria? Thank you for the head pat, Kanta. I feel like Kanta is also one of those who would probably lose it from that kind of translation. Knowing how much she beefs with fans and fandoms, probably. You've talked about localizations you've alerted the Horde. Yeah, pretty much. Ezra, I need you to trust me. 10 more years of localization discourse. Hey, I get to add my 2 cents. That discourse is never ending, so like I get to add my 2 cents because I know I won't affect it. That's like driving your car. It's like, I'm technically impacting the client, but like points to everything else, I don't think it matters at this point. Like, my little bit of exhaust is nothing compared to coal plants. I'm starting another discussion entirely. Anyways, moving on. We're not getting into that debate. I did too much research on that in high school, so I will randomly... I'm sorry, I will randomly bring that up in conversations because I spent, like, every year of my high school doing different research assignments for, like, energy stuff, so, like... Sure thing, Chief. Almost bringing up shenanigans. Yeah, now I'm bringing up more shenanigans. Sure thing, Chief. All right. We're jumping into the stream. We're jumping into the stream. Understood. What? The difference in attitude is palpable. I'm the first to step into the river. I was sucked right in as I was immersed a foot ankle deep into the stream of flesh. As I quickly descend along with the wave, I catch a glimpse of each floor. 7th floor, where employees were crawling on all fours, viciously preying on each other. The 6th floor, where humans folded up into cuboid shapes and stacked up. The 5th floor, where drowned employees are floating in the air. The 4th floor, where a number of people are offering a human sacrifice to what appears to be a statue of a person who reached nirvana. The 3rd floor... Oh, wait. Oh, I'm sorry, Kanta. I didn't realize that, like... I don't know why the watch streak doesn't pull up on, like, the extension I use. Silly-ass fox. Yes, I am a silly-ass fox. Thank you. Here we go. The 3rd floor, where the minds of employees are being absorbed into by a dark shade. In the turbulent tide of humans tangled with one another, my consciousness slowly fades. The boundary of consciousness is collapsing. People's distortions join each other in the large flow, entering the underground floors. I'm confident I can keep a firm grip of my sanity. But can Ezra and Yuria retain themselves in this current just the same? My worries soon erode into fragments and drift along the stream, reminiscences of my past flow in my mind, memories of my past missions. Companions I couldn't protect, my incompetence that drove them to their demise. It's as if all my regret and longing is being stirred up. The emotions become one with the flood and float away. In this rush, I desperately held on to Ezra and Yuria's hands. Also, once again, guys, PM is not about capitalism, and here we have bloodsuckers, which you could talk about being lawyers. 7th floor, where you have employees feasting on each other, you know, the whole... everyone like kind of bringing down each other to get a promotion is what I'm seeing here. The 6th floor, where humans folded up into cuboid shapes. Humans are not any more valuable than the actual resources a company is producing. The 5th floor, where drowned employees are floating in the air. That one I'm not so sure. I'm guessing just kind of the suffocating... Oh, it's the suffocating atmosphere of some like workplaces. Like how much pressure managers will put on their employees, the crunches, the staying up way too late, not allowed to leave home for work, you're sleeping in your office chair, especially in Korea, by the way, especially in Korea. And then the 4th floor, where a number of people are offering a human sacrifice to what appears to be a statue of a person who reached nirvana. That's just people sacrificing each other for company, I'm guessing. And then the 3rd floor, where the minds of employees are being absorbed by a dark shade. I'm guessing that's more of people buying into the to the company, where they sacrifice themselves for the company's bottom line. Politics in my PM? No, that's not possible. Yeah, no, I still find it so funny how people claim that like the PM is not commenting on like capitalism, and then immediately points to everything that happens in PM, literally all of it. But yeah, no, this is like one of the most blunt ones, basically. We have a company where people are abused. How far have I gone down? How much time has passed? When I came back to my senses, no one was around me. Where did all those people go? What about Esther and Yuria? My head is pounding. You're finally awake! A nostalgic yet despicable voice reaches my ear. If you're hearing this, that means most likely. You're at the 15th basement floor of Taeyong Produce Corp. You've always loved to play silly games like this. You must have a lot of questions for me. Oh, it's this motherfucker again. What voice did I give him? I think I gave him like a smug asshole kind of voice. The city is a blatant rip on current South Korea. Yes. 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 There's a pre-recorded... So what voice did I give? You always loved to play silly games like this. You must have a lot of questions for me. There's a pre-recorded message. I now see why Han Hee-jun visited my office recently. I've been playing into his hands all along. Indeed, you've always trusted me and did every favor I asked of you. I'm guessing you were behind the incident I caused that day as well? Oh wait, I'm guessing you were behind the incident I caused that day as well. This is not the time for that, though. We have important questions to address. Why did I leave a message here to talk with you? What happened to your adorable assistants? How was I able to use the distortion to my advantage? I won't let your cunning words sway me any longer, you sly serpent. It's my business to take care of my partners, and I decide my own path. Sure you do. I'm just trying to give you a small heads up. All the anomalies that occurred in this company, they were set up for one reason. I wanted to let you know that I found a clue about the distortion you're chasing. As you've seen here, I can now harness the distortion to an extent. Moses, doesn't this give you a glimmer of hope that you may finally repent for what you did? You know I was already about to go to meet you anyways. There's no need to pull this nonsense on us. But if I didn't go to such lengths at the very minimum, your hatred towards me wouldn't have carried much weight at all, now would it? What a paltry concern. I'm carefully preserving all my wrath just for you. Why don't you prepare a silver platter in the meantime so I can put your head on it? Click. Oh my god. You must be awake now. If you're hearing this, you're most likely at the 15th basement of Taeyong Produce Co. That son of a bitch. He knows how to mess with me too well. I must focus on finding Ezra and Yuria for now. Motherfucker, actually, I always love it when a character when they have a character perfectly script a response to anything that someone would say. It's so much fun, where you're just like, damn, they know you this well, yet they're still such a hater. You know, I strive to be as much of a hater, or to have a hater like this, because this is just too funny. I know you so well, yet I'm gonna be, and I use it to prey on your downfall. Oh, it's so good. It's so peak. Flick, fluorescent lamps light up on the underground space. This was the 15th basement floor. It's entirely surrounded by pure white surfaces, and Ezra is standing idly in the middle of it. Ezra. I took out my smoking pipe and put it in my mouth, and I placed my hands on my forehead. It looks like Ezra's distortion is still within my ability to solve. She seems so tiny and powerless. Standing on the opposite side of the room with her head bowed. Detective, I couldn't protect her. This is just like back then. I trusted you, Detective. Yuria was laid still at Ezra's feet unconscious. No, I still believe in you, actually. Yuria's red ribbon is still tied on my smoking pipe. I quietly tasted the smoke as I looked up at the ceiling. Large antlers resembling those of a stag were grown on Ezra's head. Though Ezra has always worn a mask on her face, though I could never quite tell whether the mask was a true expression of her feelings. But this time, numerous masks are plastered over her body. The river of distortions got her in the end. I suppose solving the distortion of my precious sidekick is one case I can work free of charge. Huh, I let in a violent breath. Huh. So I have a question. So yeah, her thing is about masking. I'm guessing Ezra's happy-go-lucky go-go joy, golden retriever, is somewhat of a mask of her true insecurities, I'm guessing, so far from what I'm seeing. Though the antlers is wait a second. One second. Is this... I have a feeling this might be what I think it is. Let me double check what this looks like usually. Is she supposed to be a Wendigo? Like, the antlers on her head and a mask? Is her distortion somewhat similar to a Wendigo? Like, the very stereotypical one. Not actual, like, Native American war Wendigo, but, like, the very modern media Wendigo kind of thing. It also kind of works for the masking thing, the somewhat Native American thing of a shapeshifter, knowing that she's using a mask to hide herself from others. I'm guessing that's what the horns are, because, like, it's a stag. Because that's what a Wendigo has. It's a deer, right? If I remember correctly. I'm guessing the masking, that's what I'm going to guess what her distortion is going to be somewhat. I might be wrong though. I might be misreading that at all because I'm trying to figure out what the deer antlers would be on this one. We'll probably get more on it at a later date, but I kind of like, I do like try to guess ahead of time on the media like this. But like the mask and horns reminds me way too much of like a pop culture Wendigo maybe. That's the best I can think of. The only thing that I could possibly make sense to me right now, because like why else would she have stag horns? Yeah, get distorted, get distorted, get distorted. Yes. Okay, we have ads about to show up, so I'm gonna kick us into BRB for a little bit. We're gonna run to do 3-minute ads. Go get some waters. Go get some or something to drink. Go to the bathroom and get whatever you need to do. Or for people who's like around dinner time for them, go get some dinner. Grab some food real quick, and we'll be back in about 3 minutes. See you then. Bye-bye. Alright, and we are back for Chapter 12, Mask. Let's dance, Ezra. Ezra, a diligent child who has little faith in herself. Ezra wore a different mask every day. I could only read the expression of the mask covering her face. I don't know what her true expression beneath the mask may be, but I decided to accept what's shown on Ezra's mask as her expression. I have never bothered to forcefully resolve her distortion until now. This time it's different. She's on the verge of losing herself. Swept by other distortions, her entire face is covered in the mask of many others as proof of her perilous state. Ezra prepares a mask for each person she confronts. Ezra prepares an emotion for each mask she wears. I can only begin to fathom the storm raging in her mind. The 15th basement floor. Ezra and I are facing each other in this white room. Loud noises coming from Ezra's mask. Voices of laughter, crying, anger, anxiety, melancholy, distrust, disgust, and joy fill the chamber. I collect my violet whip around my hand. Let's dance, Ezra. I lashed out at Ezra, my first target, a yellow mask on her right leg. A voice rings in my head when I grapple the mask with my whip. What's your favorite kind of sandwich, Moses? Mine would be mustard. Oh no, oh wait, sorry. Oh yes, wrong one. Mine would be mustard. Then mustard is my favorite too. Huh. Well, I wonder what that one is. I'm guessing yellow is normally fear. I guess is it fear of abandonment? So like she like... No, it's like you laughing yellow mask. So I'm guessing this is a moment of happiness, I guess. But at the same time, it's such a weird thing. This is like a thing where like she's trying to basically match the other person. She's got abandonment issues. That's, I think, for sure. That's why she likes mustard, is just because Moses does too. Either it's like a very much she looks up to her heavily, or like she's scared of being abandoned by Moses, is I think my question. Please bear with it for just a little bit. The red mask on Ezra's left shoulder gives out a screech. Ezra grabs the whip and pulls me towards her. I release the tension in my body. In a moment's notice, I'm set flying in her direction. I'll kill them all. I'll break everyone who's got to die. Ezra swings her fist at me as I'm being dragged towards her in the air. Using the momentum of the pull, I manage to propel my body away from her fist path. I wrap the whip around Ezra's body and jump on her shoulders. Then I grab the red mask and use my hand to tear it off. Use violence only when it's necessary. Shrieking, the red mask is ripped out and thrown to the ground. My head turns red from the searing heat of the mask. Ezra struggled hard, crushing me onto the floor in the process. I feel a sore pain. A bone or two must have gotten a crack. I could make a joke on this, but I will hold it in. It cost a fortune to get my backs fixed. I confronted Ezra's mask and tore them off one by one. With each mask I removed from her, bursts of Ezra's emotions came forth. Nice cold mask, a mask that eats away at the mind, a mask with rusted nails hammered into it. So is that a metaphor, or did she deal with N-Corp? I'm really scared to ask. Was Ezra a part of N-Corp? Excuse me? I'm not crazy, right? That's N-Corp right there. These are not your true emotions. They're facades, faces that you want other people to see of you. I was scalded, bled from splinters, got frostbites, and threw up from sickness. Only one mask remained. It's sadness. The absolute last mask of Ezra that I wanted to face. I couldn't save them. That time, I couldn't protect them all. I'm so sad. The blue mask embedded in the center of Ezra's chest is crying, tears falling from its eyes, dear. Its eyes. No, dear, that sadness isn't yours. That emotion was forced upon you by others. If you aren't feeling sad, there's no need to make yourself feel sad, no matter how others look at you. But I'm really feeling sad, though. You aren't sad because you couldn't save everyone that day. It was an excruciating task to bring myself to speak the next part, but I continue on nonetheless. You're sad that I'm bearing the regret for what happened. The mask opened its mouth and began wailing loudly. My head felt like it was on the verge of bursting from hearing its cry. An unstoppable stream of tears started falling from my eyes. Shatter. The mask broke apart, and several shards were stuck in my chest. The wounds bled tears instead of blood. Ezra was back to her usual self. She knelt down, staring into the floor. I slowly walked over to her. It's over now, dear, and gently caressed her head. Detective, I'm sorry. Esther whimpered. The next issue at hand is Urea. She seemed to be in perilous condition as well, although she doesn't seem to have been afflicted with the torrent of distortions, judging from the state of her body. You know what? I kind of want to pause and look back at this. Yuri, gay people, Yuri. Yeah, no, like, actually. Yeah, so it's... I'm wondering about Ezra here. I'm wondering here. So I'm gonna take a guess that Ezra was never allowed to be her own person for the longest time. And the mask are the emotions that she uses to fit in with others. It's not herself. She's never been allowed to show herself to others. She only uses the emotions that others want her to present. Is my guess for Ezra? And I guess that also, the whole dog thing also makes a lot of sense for that as well. Because a lot of times dogs are not allowed to act in the way they want to. They are, if you think about dogs, everything they do is, unless you have the wild dogs that have no control over them, but most of them are trained out of every habit that you don't want them to have. In this case, it's the same with Ezra. She isn't allowed to have her own kind of wants and desires, mostly. She kind of presents herself in a way that makes others like her more, kind of thing. Because, like, once again, she's not sad that she couldn't save anybody. She's sad that someone else is going through something. Maybe I'm misreading this, though. That's what I'm seeing right now. I'm kind of looking at a person that never was allowed to have their own emotions and feel their way without being shamed for it, I think, probably. And she had to feel the way that others wanted her to feel. And that would make sense, given the mask. She had to put on a mask hiding her emotions for others to be happy. Because there was the line of, she puts, where was the mask line here? Yeah, here we go. These are not your true emotions. They're facades. Faces that you want other people to see of you. So very much, she's scared to be her own person. She only acts the way she does for others. That's what I'm seeing. Maybe I'm crazy. I'm gonna go with that one. I might be crazy, but... If anyone else has other interpretations, I would love to hear that, honestly, and talk about it, because this is actually really interesting. I love their writing. There's a lot of punctuation issues and stuff like that, but like their main writing is really good. You can also put a lot of blame on the vocalizers, especially for Distortion Detective, because there's like a lot of like punctuation or spelling mistakes, and also the fucking Sion Bay is so funny to me still. I placed my hand on her forehead and whiffed my pipe. Chapter 13. Teddy Bear. I want to see the same scenery as you do. There is little I know about Urea as a person. This child and I have one thing in common, however. I do not see any distortion from urea. Huh. So are the teddy bears her ego then? Is this like a Ruina situation where the teddy bears are just straight up Urea's ego? Maybe? Because I'm wondering how that works if she doesn't see distortions. Urea was lying on the floor with her eyes closed. I open her eye to check if the pupil responds. This isn't an ordinary coma. Her self has been detached. I've seen this kind of condition before. The body's alive, but the mind is dead. Thankfully, her brain is still functional. There's still a chance. Ezra, bring me a scalpel. Sterilize. I need one that can cut through bone. Roger, you're gonna perform the operation I'm thinking of, right? I'll take out the stasis preservation cube in that case. Yes, we're extracting her brain. Oh, I immediately got a flashbang to the clockwork steamwork guys from Ruina again. Very interesting. Wonder what's about to happen with this, you know? I pull out a pair of sterilized gloves out of the inner pocket of my cone strap at the bottom. I don't think that's how sterilized gloves work, but okay, you pop off, Queen. Go girl boss your way. Church of Gears, yes. Whenever I think of brains with PM and like extracting brains, I think of the Church of Gears, where like the gears are made of human brains and used for others, on top of those like soldiers they had. Are you guys insane? A small noise tickles my ears. It's Urea's voice. Over here! I'm here! Detective! The teddy's moving! The teddy bear strapped to Urea's waist was wiggling its bodies. Ladies, could you please keep my brain inside my head and release me from the belt while you're at it? Okie dokie. Oh, what have we gotten ourselves into this time? It appears that Urea's consciousness has carried over to that doll somehow. I fix my sight upon the small plush, dusting itself down as I smoke from my pipe. I've never experienced this kind of stuff myself, although I do have a guess. The teddy bear crossed its arms. Ezra looked flustered by the sight. This teddy bear is the same kind of object as your pipe. In other words, it belongs to me and me alone. You could tell this much, right? Which means it's something that responds to your emotions. That's right. When I was being swept away by that gross tide, it felt like the thoughts of others were invading my head. I wanted to run for those thoughts by any means. That's when my teddy surrounded me and kept me safe. So is it an Didn't they say the pipe was an artifact? Right? They said it was an artifact, right? The pipe is an artifact. Wasn't it an artifact? I think it was. Okay, no, these are their egos. Yeah, okay, I was wondering. Wait, then how come you could... Wait, Urea can augment egos? The pipe is Moses' egos? I thought they said it was something about an artifact. I swear there was something about being an artifact, right? But I guess maybe I'm misremembering. But I remember them talking about it being an artifact. So that's really interesting. So Urea can augment egos? Fucking what? What a broken, like, ability that is. The teddy bears can, like... She's got a full workshop crew that basically is controlled by herself. She can augment other people's egos. Okay. Yeah, okay, I was wondering about that. Yeah. I was like, so wait, that means the pipe is an ego. Because they've never said the word ego. They just said the pipe was like a strange artifact. And yeah, no, they never called it an ego yet. They haven't called it an ego yet. Ego has not been said this entire time. So these are both... So that's why Urea was so interested in it, because it's the same thing she has. These bozos are pretty strong if you can't tell. Yes. Same with the teddy bears, because, like, the teddy bears could, like, actually... She was able to, like, Ezra could take down the teddy bears, but remember, there's, like, dozens of them. They could probably take down Ezra. Also, hi, Bina. Also, that's cool. I'm happy you have a favorite vtuber. I don't know why you're here then. You should probably go see them instead. Also, you got Blade when you saying up type 4. Very good. Very good. Good job, Bina. Yeah, so yeah, they never said egos. They have not brought up the word egos, so they don't know what it is either. That's a funny mental image. What? Dozens of teddy bears jumping Ezra? It's not a dog pile, it's a bear pile. Mario, they're not tiny. Wait, no, they're not tiny. Wait, let me pull this up really quickly. They're like actual bear size. We do have an image of them. This is just like the one that she has on her waist. Because didn't we see the workshop? One second, let me pull this up. Yeah, she fought a bear. It's gay on gay violence. Oh no, wait, you are right. They are small. I actually am an idiot, or is that fan art? Okay, actually, you might be right. Yeah, that is being swarmed by tiny bears. Maybe I am the stupid one. I swear that they were big. I swear there was like an image where they were like big. Maybe I'm misremembering, but I swear there was like an image of them being like decently sized. You've read this before. How are you saying how am I paying more attention? You read this before. I just misremembered something. I thought I just had a misunderstanding from like how they said. Let me find it really quickly. Here we go. I'm looking at it again really quickly. Well, yeah, here a giant creature is running toward. I just know, no, here he is. So here's where my misunderstanding came from. A giant creature is running towards us. A giant teddy bear charged on all fours. And it removed the guy's upper body in one clean swipe. So I thought they were big. Here we go. Oh! Okay, no. I'm not crazy. Okay, there are various sizes of teddy bears. Okay. Here we go. I found the line. Guys. Here we go. This whole workshop is a distortion. Teddy bears of various sizes are moving diligently. So there are giant ones, but there's also small ones. The small ones are, but here's the thing, you're not wrong. There are small ones, so she could be jumped by the tiny teddy bears. So we're both not necessarily wrong, we're just having miscommunication, and because of that, well, I guess I was technically wrong, because I thought they were all giant, you thought they were all small. It's somewhere in the middle. We were both half right, half wrong, kind of. We both misunderstand a bit. PM fans having a conversation about reading. We're about, like, chapter 13 by now, so we're about, like, a third to halfway done into the Distortion Detective. It's very good. I like it a lot. Oh my god, excuse me. Holy shit, that's embarrassing. That just full on escaped from me. Sorry for the burp. That was gross. Yeah, so yeah, basically we both misunderstood in our own ways. You've seen artwork, so you thought they were all small. I saw the giant tech, them calling them giant. So we're very stupid. Also, yeah, no DS win. We've only had the asshole. We've only had the asshole that dude looks like a lady. Dude looks like a lady. Bro, I can't. That dude is 37 and looks like a 20-year-old woman. What are they feeding the people in the city, by the way? Like, goddamn. They can't keep getting away with it. Anyways, sorry. Anyways, we're getting off track. I'm gonna calm down a bit and get back on track. Sorry. I'm getting way too. I'm way too excitable. I need to chill out a little bit. City brand HRT. Like, fucking hell, man. Yes, that's just accurate. All right, let's see. Where exactly were we? We were messing with things. Here we go. Here we go. Yes, we were right here. What are they feeding the men and where could I get it? Yeah, no, Naki, it's so fucking funny. I almost said same, but that wouldn't be correct because I don't want it. But I'm saying same thought process of what the hell are they doing here? Like, it is actually insane what they are, like, cooking over here. It's so funny. It's absolute cinema, alright? Like, it happens so often. All the women get testosterone apparently, and all the men get estrogen. It's peak. It's so peak, you know. It's what they deserve as a treat, you know. Also, by the way, the thing you just set me by now, very inaccurate. They're both that way. They're both the left side version. It's the middle. The middle is not as hype as people treat them to be. All right, I will stand by this. I will be the #1 middle finger. No, it's not slander because it's true. I am the #1 middle hater. They are just like their name entails, mid as fuck. They are carried by nothing but looks and aura. They are mediocre. The middle will remember this punk. Yeah. Go kill 20 of your brothers for this, bro. Yeah, kill 20 of your brothers for a mild inconvenience. Yeah. Go talk about family and then kill each other for a mild inconvenience. Yeah, You guys are real tough guys. Anyways, sorry. In summary, an act of a bizarre force transferred your mind from your body to that teddy bear. That looks to be the case. After all, these tools of ours resonate with our emotions. So do you know how to come back? Nope. You're admitting it quite boldly. Isn't this exciting, rather? We're opening a new horizon. This phenomenon is worth analyzing further. We'll have lots of talk when we head back. As she says, there will be much to discuss with each other for now, if we could safely get back, that is. Ezra, carry Uriah's body. Putting a person in a dimensional bag could have unforeseen consequences. Holy shit, the Bagman is real in Wimbus Company. Got it. Ezra lifted Uriah's body and took it under her arm. Also, I'm not gonna say Sionbei every time. I'm just gonna say Senior. I'm gonna beef with the localizers and do that. Please handle it carefully, Senior. Yep. Uriah, would you like to get inside a pocket? Please put me on your shoulder, Detective Moses. I would like to have the same scenery as you do. Have more brains than the average D&D player. Yeah, that's not an achievement though, Mario. That's not really an achievement. It's DVD players. We both say as resident DVD players from a while back. I guess we're recovered, so our brain function is somewhat recovered. But we're also playing PM now, so we'll put a pin on that. I put my hand to my forehead and whiffed my pipe. Who could have known that I'd be doing something like this in my life? I bent down to pick up the teddy bear, placed it on my left shoulder. Oh my gosh, Detective, that looks so good on you! Ezra hopped in excitement. That won't help heal her wounds. Since both of you are safe and sound now, albeit in different shapes, let's figure out how to escape this underground warehouse. Oh, you said D&D. Oh my god, I read that as DVD. I read that as DVD. I'm insulting Dead by Daylight players. I love when I just take a random pot shot at DVD players from a misread. Yeah, no, D&D players. I don't play D&D. Oh my god. Yeah, no, the average D&D players just play with fire and go, man, who could have saw that coming? As they put a nuclear bomb into a nuclear bomb launcher and then press the glowing red button. Oh my god. Anyways. Anyways, moving on. I'm very smart. Got it. Understood. It'll take some time to get used to someone speaking right in my ear. Knowing where the river of distortions disappeared to would provide a crucial clue for the way out. Adios, nuclear reactor. Knowing would provide... Oh my god, I need to stop reading chat. Sorry, I need to actually read the thing. I keep getting sidetracked. There's no exit or drain to be found in this white room. I carefully felt around the wall and knocked on it. The wall seems to be made with a material that feels like glass panes used in laboratories. Hey, I know you're watching us from behind that wall, pal. I believe it's time you to explain what's going on here. Clap, clap, clap. I hear someone clapping. Detective, behind you! Ezra shouted. The wall turns translucent, revealing a dark silhouette standing behind it. Excellent, Moses. You managed to reach this place in one piece, and you ultimately drove us into this corner. You are a capable person, I will admit. You even saved your colleagues and kept yourself alive on top of that. Thanks to you, our company has effectively gone bankrupt. Oh, is it the same guy again? Or is this a different guy? Is this the same guy? Okay, no, it's the other guy. I thought it was the dickhead again. Also, he says you effectively made us gone bankrupt as he burnt down his own building. It's a humble company with dreams, that's all. Taeyong Produce Corp was an ambitious firm that aimed to become a wing. It's true that it's true that there's a vacant spot in the wings ever since L Corp in the South fell. That's still a huge dream to have, I must say, Yuria pointed out. One should dream big, as they say, though a remarkably difficult and taxing process. We acquired a lead on Lobotomy Corp's singularity, after paying a great price, about enkephalin, the so-called eco-friendly energy. Enkephalin? Distortion and energy, a combination I couldn't have possibly imagined, and they mentioned Lobotomy Corporation. A former wing out of the blue? What is this person talking about? I'm sure you have many things you'd like to know. Now, let me do you a favor and answer one question of yours, whatever it may be. It's the price of making it here alive, and a reward for leading our company to ruin. Ugh, my head is pounding, my body about to crumble, my broken ribs ache, my burnt hand stings, my left cheek is freezing, the blood leaking from my chest is losing warmth. So many things happen today. Ezra stands next to me, carrying Yuria's body. She seems to be barely holding on to her consciousness. She's bled so badly that a puddle of blood was forming beneath her feet. Usually I would have asked who they are, where they brought the old box from, and what exactly happened here. I don't have time for any more of your horse shit and conspiracies. All we want to do is leave this place and rest. I'm not interested in anything else right now. Are you sure? You're going to be okay with that? Opportunities like that won't come often. I am, I answer as I puff smoke from the pipe. That's a shame, but if you insist. The walls of the white room split apart to reveal an elevator. You can use the lift back there. There's no tricks or traps placed there to harm you, so fret not. Killing you all was our goal. You would have been dead meat far before you even could get here. I can't be bothered to tell if they're speaking the truth. Let's go, Ezra. Yes, Chief. We took the elevator. The hellish day is coming to an end at last. I want to get back to my home immediately, get treated, and lie down. I'm sure Ezra shares my sentiment, and I have many things to discuss with Yuria. Oh, I imagine there'll be a ton of things to clean up once we head back. The elevator doors are closing. The silhouetted person muttered in the back. Oh, motherfucker! I've lost. Are they talking to themselves? Yuri? Who is they talking to? Diaz. As soon as I heard that word, my eyes opened wide. Blood and rage rushed to my head. I must ask that bastard what they meant when they spoke that word. The doors aren't completely shut yet. My body acts before rationality could ever say I sprang for them.
Detective Moses, what's wrong? Yuria jumped down from my shoulder right as Yuria landed on the floor. Ezra stood in my way and harshly blocked me as she was preparing for this. And she struck me on the back of my neck. Sorry, Detective. We gotta live first. I fainted, collapsing into Ezra's embrace. Guys, it's so Yuri-ful.
So now my question is, why would you work with Diaz knowing that it causes her that much rage? I guess we're gonna find out in the story. If she ends up joining Limbus Company, of all things, after that reaction to Diaz? Not a great sign, to say the least. You shouldn't have stopped me, I snapped at Ezra with a pipe in my mouth, the two of us facing each other, sitting at the table of our office. But there was no reason to risk your life for info about that person, Detective. You'll be leaving to see her in 2 weeks anyways. I'll look at it later, Bina. I'm not gonna look at it right now. And thank you, Bina, for the good boy. Ezra yelled at me in an emotional voice as she was about to break into tears. Did you drink water? When? I've drank it somewhat recently. No use lamenting over a missed opportunity. My hand had made its way all the way to my forehead and I breathed out a chain of smoke. Now, don't lose your cool over it, ladies. It's fortunate enough that we escaped that hellish company alive. After wrapping bandages around my injuries, Yuria climbed down to the table to calm us. Detective Moses, your wounds have all been bandaged up, and don't forget to take this HP tablet before going to bed tonight. The teddy bear places a pill in front of me. And here's yours, Senior. Yuria waddled up across the table and put one in front of Ezra as well. Thanks. Ezra dropped her head. You're lucky there's no hydrate? Wait, what? Did I? Oh my god, wait. Did I kill the... Wait. Oh my god, I'm a fucking genius. When did... I accidentally turned off the hydrate redeem. How did I do that? How did I accidentally click on that one when I was going through the audio ones? Am I stupid? Oh my god, am I stupid? Where's hydrate? Oh no, I do have a hydrate. It's right there. Oh no, wait. I'm also blind. Yeah, that's Dionysus calling as the hydrate redeem, by the way. Bina. No, I didn't delete it. No, we're just both blind. I missed my own Dionysus calling. You made me think that it was gone. No, it's right there. It's Dionysus calling. That's what it is. Yeah, thank you. Oh my god, we're all idiots here today. Jesus Christ. There you go. I took a drink. Are you happy now? Anyways, we're all dumb here. Happy now? What do you mean no? Thank you for the stretch. Because Dionysus is the wine guy. Yeah, he's the wine guy. He likes to drink. You stink. Go take a shower, Stinky. I took a shower today. Literally less than, like, probably 5 hours ago. Grumble, grumble, grumble. I suppose I should change the topic. Yuria, why don't you... Also, oh wait, sorry. Hi, Edward. How you doing, man? I hope you're having a good day, and welcome to the reading stream. It's very much more of a chill kind of day. I've very much been enjoying the reading stream. We did it last week, and it was fun, so I think we're going to make this a weekly thing. It's a chiller kind of stream, you know? I suppose I should change the topic. Yuria, why don't you tell me about what happened to with your body? Okay, well, I guess it's time to talk about that. Much like your smoking pipe, this plushy doll is an object that responds to emotions. I call these instruments psychoment. Huh. Is that why I've seen that word thrown around in, like, discussions before? It's really just another way, just another word for ego. Ego gear. Or not ego gear, but ego. That's the gist of it. I know it's silly that... Or, sorry, equipment that's powered by the soul. Equipment that's powered by the soul, huh? Sorry, I saw the huh and I had to go snake. That's the gist of it. I know it's silly that a workshop meister is talking about souls and spirituality when my job is all about technology, but these are the facts. After seeing you battle that monstrous giant in the underground warehouse of Taeyong Produce Co., and having myself transferred to this teddy bear segment, I'm becoming sure of this. What was the ribbon you tied to my smoking pipe? I've never created flaming birds with my pipe before. That's an experiment of mine. I tried decorating your psychoment a little. Simply put, psychoment holds more potential than any other piece of equipment that has existed up till now. Can you believe that's something that could manifest personalized gear just by having a strong determination or feeling? If psychoment became more accessible to the city denizens, it would shift the ecology of the city and its workshops. I'm focusing on enhancing the psychoment by sculpting and decorating them. One type of psychoment are tools or objects materialized from emotions that can be directly used, such as your smoking pipe. Another type is remote-controlled psychoments, such as mine. Then again, I've only seen 5 psychoments so far, so since I've gotten to see only a few, much of it is a mystery to me. You mean you've seen others with it? Oh, why did I shrink? Hello, hello. That's not what... I did not mean to scroll that. I literally was on my Firefox. I don't know how I scrolled like that. Weird. I accidentally shrunk it. Oopsies. You mean you've seen others with it? Yes, but yours was by far the most impressive psychoment I've seen. If I'm being honest, that red cylinder you summoned in the underground warehouse, it could erase space itself. I've never seen such a powerful psychomet before. I knew I chose the right person. Firefox, Shrinkus Fox. Good to know. Yeah, it steals my power. I gently closed my eyes and recalled the memories of that moment. You can't see what you call the distortion in me, can you, Detective? I nodded acknowledgement. According to my theory, psychomet is the distortion physically removed from a person. That's why the distortion can't be seen in people who own a psychomet, like you or me. Makes sense. It's my turn now. How did you get your hands on that smoky pipe, Detective Moses? Uriah asked, crossing her eyes. Do you really wish to know? If you try to dig any deeper than this, you might end up entangled forever. Isn't that right, Ezra? Ezra gave a silent agreement. I swear to devote my whole life to psychoment. Your whole life? Okay. I took a smoky breath. I happen to be wondering the same thing as you, why this smoking pipe ended up in my hand. How come I know how to use this damn thing, the memories are scattered to pieces, and the emotions are in a muddle? And I breathed it out. That's why I'm chasing after distortion. We're going to leave soon to find out that truth. I'll go on a trip that I won't ever come back from. So you really don't know yourself? So you really don't know yourself? Guys, that's like the whole guys, that's like the whole point of Moses' character. She doesn't know herself. Anyways. Sorry. Bad joke. I want to know it more desperately than anyone. The cursed phenomenon in this damn pipe have made me suffer too many sacrifices, Uriah. Know that I'm going to sincerely and thoroughly exploit you from this moment onward. You're more than welcome if it means I can learn more about your psychomet and the emotions that form it. Please use me to your heart's content. Holy fucking Yuri, Batman. What the... The writers knew what they're doing. To the District 20 backstreets with you. Yeah, no. Good. Also, yeah, no, basically... This truly is a Yuri-ful game and book, huh? Uriah extended her plush arm for a handshake. I couldn't help but give a chuckle as I held the teddy bear's little hand and shook it gently. Well then, I suppose it's time to hit the proverbial hay. Tomorrow will be another day. I nudged the chair backward and stood up. Remember to take your HP tablet, Detective Moses. I will. Ezra, are you going to stay up a little longer? Yeah, I want to talk with Uriah for a bit. Man, there's so much Yuri in these characters that one of their names literally has Yuri in it. Alright, I should give the youth some alone time together after all. I'll go to bed first then. Ezra lightly nodded at me. Good night, Detective. Sinbi, the English psycho from ancient Greek, to denote the relation of soul-mind, and the ment is to indicate that it's an instrument. The original Korean leans a bit more towards the soul-spirit connotation rather than the mind, but can mean either. Good thing we don't have an evil and intimidating horse in the city. Oh, we'll get him eventually. Let's go get it. Let's go get our poon boy. Oh wait. On the note of fucking our yellow harpoon boy, holy shit. Is that the yellow Vespa? Oh my god. Did you say that on purpose, by the way? Did you know that chapter 15 had Vespa in its name, or did you... We don't have an evil and intimidating horse. We have an evil and intimidating bee. The midday sun was shining out. Or sorry, chapter 15. Vespa Crabro. And who could that taboo breaking idiot be? Funny coincidence, you know, like actually here is the straight man to our Yuri. Does anyone here like dudes? Vespa. I'm having too much fun with this. I love this so much. The midday sun was shining overhead and over bed when I woke up. I'd slept for a while, hadn't I? I barely managed to get up and unwind the bandages around my body. Seems most of my injuries healed up overnight. Thanks to the HP tablet I took, the first thing I saw as I opened the door and to leave my room was Ezra having lunch at the table. Is there anyone here who likes dudes? Mersault appears, starts making out with his fellow N-Corp man. Detective, did you have a good rest? Ezra cheerfully greets me from her seat. She was back to her usual self. Her usual lively self, having shaken off the fatigue and gloom that was weighing her down yesterday. Yeah, is your body alright? Yep, I'm totally peppy now. What would you like for lunch, detective? I don't feel like eating. My pipe made its way back to its usual position, and I headed to the terrace. There's quite a few things I need to look into. Ezra, is Yuria in her room? Mm-hmm. She said she's gonna expect the black box we brought from Taeyong Produce Corp. I do like her tendency to take the initiative. Enjoy your lunch, Ezra. Okay. Leaving Ezra with her meal, I headed to Uria's room. Loud noise were coming from the door. Knock, knock. I knocked on... I love how they have the sound effects followed by I knocked on Uria's door. Yuria, mind if I come in? Nope. Be my guest. While I opened the door, a familiar stairwell met my eyes. It's the same set of stairs that I took when I visited Yuria Altier. The room I gave to Yuria didn't have any stairs, nor did I have space for them. It was structurally impossible for stairs to be here. Be there. Perhaps this is one of the effects of psychoment, as Yuria calls it. I walked down the stairs, thankfully with no bears aggressively jumping at me this time. Thank God, no gay hairy men are jumping at her this time. I'm a fucking clown. Anyways. The corridor is decorated with ribbons that vividly show off Yuria's taste. I wonder if she adorned it herself or ordered her teddy bears to do the job. I reached the hall at the end of the corridor. The space feels smaller than last time. It's rather compact even. 8 teddy bears stood around the workbench, busily engaging in craft as sparks flew off. Yeah, I was about to say, how's she gonna know which one is who? You're here, detective! One of the teddy bears turned around to greet me. I don't remember giving you permission to modify the office building at your will. I still have many more months of rent to pay off for the leased space. Don't worry, detective. I can revert at any time. You mean to tell me this space is part of your psychoment? Yep. It's my own Altier. I could freely control the teddy bears according to my will here. So, did you find a way to go back to your original body? Nope. It seems to be sealed tight. There's still too little we know about psychoment. Finding a way back to my old body is one of the things we'll have to figure out. Yuria casually spoke as if it didn't matter too much to her. What will happen if something goes wrong with your original bodies? If my vital function ceased and my brain stopped, I would probably die. My speculation is the psychoment requires the user's mind to exist for it to work, but it's not like I can try crushing my own body to taste this... Taste? Yes, I want to taste the hypothesis. Test this hypothesis. How do you handle having meals with that body? I should be alright as long as my body out there is put on a life support machine. This teddy bear can move fine without eating anything. It's my brain that... Could I speak today? Holy shit, I just said brine. It's my brain that requires nutrition, rather. Yuria shook her head. I'm more concerned about this black box. I've never seen this type of material. That person from Taeyong Produce Corp mentioned... L Corp. I'm thinking it might have something to do with its singularity. Brian? Yeah, fucking my best friend Brian. Are you implying that a winged singularity has been leaked? Well, it collapsed anyways. The remnants of a singularity. There have been a few cases of a singularity coming off patent after the wing holding it breaks. Or someone could have scavenged it off one of the sealed branches, or got all the way into the headquarters perhaps. Yuria, I'm more interested in learning about the functions and working principles of the box. I can tell you what it does. This box sucks in people's psyche, or their distortions to be exact. Is it some kind of psychoment? Basically, from what I've seen at least, it could be a psychoment belonging to someone. or one formed from artificially created minds and emotions. So like Hero Break, god damn it. So I'm guessing it's similar to Ego Gear, where I guess, yeah, Ego Gear and the tools used by Wob Corp, where they basically took someone's mind and created an abnormality from it. Creating minds and emotions, an action that is considered a taboo. Well, they're not creating minds or emotions, they're creating abnormalities. Or in this case, or they're combining it. I don't know if that would count as making a mind. You're just reforming the mind. I would say it's probably on the same level as crushing human bodies and putting them back together kind of thing. Maybe. I think that's how the city would view it anyways. As long as you're not creating minds and emotions, it's fine. But if you're merging them, you'd be fine. Otherwise, the puppet man from last time probably would have been shot in the streets, knowing what they did in Lovetown. Well, ultimately I have to learn more about the distortion what you call a psychoment. Yeah, I know, I just brought up Lovetown. I brought up Lovetown. Yes, you don't need to bring it up again, Mario. I brought it up. I already said it for you. Yes. Yes. We'll have to learn more about the distortion and what you call psychoment, Yuria called onto my shoulder. That's why you're going on a long trip, right? Speaking of, what should we do with your body when you leave? That's an issue I'm still pondering. I've been tinkering with a few ideas, but for now we should focus on chasing the distortion. We already have a few requests waiting to be read. Yuria held her arm to point at the exit. This tiny teddy bear is growing more brazen with each passing day. Sure, let us have a look. Moses is about to like grab the teddy bear and shake it violently. I left the room to find a visitor in our office. The atmosphere was ominous. Ezra was sitting on the sofa and facing the guests, looking as anxious as she could be. I could see his back from here. A bright yellow jacket embroidered with a black hornet. A couple of weapons lay next to him. Having the gall to wear such a blindingly obstructive color means that he has the confidence in his skills in battle. Is it a member of a syndicate or a fixer? The guest noticed my presence and turned his head to look at me. Then a deep voice came from his mouth. He necromancied my fucking wife. Jaehyun is a bitch-ass motherfucker. It's so true. Pleasure to meet you, Dr. Moses. Ezra? Who is this person? He doesn't appear to be a client looking to give us a request, I adjusted the position of my pipe slightly. Detective, this is Ezra Flandered. Let me introduce myself. The man got up from his chair and turned to me, resuming his speech. I am Vespa Cabral, working under the direct command of N-Corp and a taboo hunter. Taboo, damn it. This reminds me of that sly little bear recorded us the first time we met. Now she was doing her best to act like a lifeless plushie on my shoulder. Damn, they just know that shit instantly. Imagine if Poland had Angelica? Yes. Imagine if Poland had Angelic. Oh wait, are you, is that why you added an F to be funny? Yeah, I mean, he did. She died. The index literally killed her. He did have a Fangelica. I've received reports that Moses' office should know about a certain person who violated the taboo of District 14. And who could that taboo breaking idiot be? I asked, puffing away at on my pipe. Urea of Altier. That's the name of the violator, he answered, fiddling with the hilt of his sword wrapped in yellow cloth. Have you seen her? No. Several people on the street have testified that they saw you enter Urea Altier. Do you have concrete evidence? Oh, right. Recording footage was forbidden in District 14, was it? Vespa closed his eyes for a moment. He seemed absorbed in thought. He soon opened his eyes to speak to me. Thank you for your cooperation. If you happen to witness Urea, please mail me at this address. He handed me his business card. I will, Mr. Vespa. Ezra, our guest is leaving. Okay, detective. Ezra rose from her sofa seat to open the office door for our departing guest. As Vespa walked past me, he whispered in my ear, "That's quite a cute plush on your shoulder." Why, thank you. Vespa briefly stopped at the entrance and gave us a nod before closing the door. Ezra, start packing now. I calmly spoke. Fucking jump scare. I was just like, that's a cute plush on your shoulder. Gay man jump scare. Gay man jump scare. Oh my god, he's such an he looks like such an asshole. I love him. He looks like such an asshole that's done with life. I think we have time for one more chapter, and I think we're gonna call it for today. We're making good progress, I will say. This time we did about 9 chapters, so I think, yeah, we'll probably get through this. A lot, Mario. Not a little. A lot. He's definitely done with Astro shenanigans. Yep. Mm-hmm. Dog. I don't know how to pronounce this. 1 second. One second. I'm not using the AI overview. Is it Japanese? Oh god. Wait, it's also a Chinese. Oh god, I don't know how to pronounce this. Okay, will the detective friends help me understand how you pronounce this? Shit. 1 second, let me see if I can find this. Be confidently wrong. I don't want to be that confidently wrong, though. No? Any pronunciation here? No. Okay, it is Korean, so I think it's Korean pronunciation. This does not have... 1 second. Okay, I guess we just re-break it apart, I think, is probably the best way to do this. That's not right. None of this is right. Okay. It's not Korean, then. Oh, it is Chinese. Okay, it's Chinese. Oh, wait. Guys, I could bring up the Chinese pronunciation thing again. I think I still have that bookmark. Do I? I do not have it bookmarked still. I should have left that... Or no, wait, do I? Oh my god, I do. I still have it. Holy shit, I still have it. Okay, wait. I somehow still have it. Thank god. Oh, it's dough. Okay, dough. And then G... And it's G-U-I. Or is it? Wait. Here we go. Found it. Dogway? Okay, it's just Dogway. I wouldn't have pronounced it completely right. I would have gotten the first part right. So yeah, it's just Dogway. Bro, the fucking Chinese jump scare that actually caught me completely off guard. Suddenly, Chinese. An ordinary hotel in District 14. I checked in to the most average room with 2 beds. I could ask for Ezra and I sat at bed. Uria's odd body lay on the other, and next to me is Uria and her plush doll body. Isn't it way too humid in here? My con's gonna get all moldy. You sly teddy bear. Perhaps she knowingly broke the taboo as a means to keep us hostage. I'd bonk her on the head if I could hurt her. We left our office to escape the taboo hunter's eyes. He most certainly noticed that we were hiding something as soon as he had met us. Those kind of fixtures simply can't be avoided. Although... How come they immediately sent a fixture that appears to be a grade 2 after us? It's not so common for a wing to dispatch a fixture under its command to deal with something as trivial as filming a fight in the backstreets. Yuria, do you happen to have a previous track record of breaking taboos? Well, Yuria, I guess is the end of our relationship. Junior, it was fun while it lasted. Ladies, like it or not, we are all in the same boat already. Tell me why the 2 of us should risk our lives to protect you. Our own come before investigating distortions and psychomen, and what's chasing us right now is neither. We're not running a combat-oriented office. It's all for psychoment, of course. I rewatched the videos of you using the smoking pipe and the giant emerging from the black box countless times. That's how I could make many theoretical advancements in our research. What? Don't tell me the classes we were there were actually detective. I never asked you to put any recording function in the glasses. Ezra waved her hands and shook her head. That cheeky little bear. I put my hand on to my forehead. You mean that everything in Taeyon's Produce Corp that day was recorded? Yes, until the disgusting river took the glasses off your face, that is. Why didn't you tell me? I'd scared you kicked me out. You would have at least stopped me if you knew. But if I didn't make any recorded psychometer the distortions, the research wouldn't go anywhere. That's why I was quiet about it. Yes, that's fine and all, but Urea, I put a hand on the teddy bear's head and pet it. Remember, if you hide details that could put us into mortal peril one more time, then I'll part company with you for real. Understood, Detective Moses. Yes, that's a good girl. Okay, I'm nuking the VOD. I just realized what I read. I'm nuking the VOD after that. Do not fucking clip that. I swear to God, do not fucking clip that. Also, once again, Yuri full. Alright, Ezra, tell me your first impressions of Vespa. Ezra has a keen sense when it came to combat. Since she enjoys fighting, she's excellent. Mario, I'm gonna kill you. She's excellent at discerning a strong opponent from a weak one. Can't beat him. Ezra cleared that outright. Ezra is honest when she says she's no match for someone. That person reeked of blood. He's probably fought more battles than I can count. He might be stronger than Heejun Sunbei too. Or Heejun Senior too. Which means he's definitely grade 2 or above. One who's an expert in murder at that. Detective Moses. Detective Moses, can't you defeat him with your cyclamen? Your smoky pipe could take down the gigantic skeleton the other day. I'm cackling at the next line. This kid thinks to assume they were mistaking me with the... Oh my god. I'm laughing too hard to read the line. Okay. Deep breath. This kid seems to be mistaking me with a red mist. A fine red mist. Urea, confronting humans is a different issue. There's a fundamental contrast between a distortion filled with naught but murderous intent and a person who's trained in the art of killing. A person like Vespa who's overcome numerous life and death situations wouldn't give me any time to breathe into my smoking pipe. He'd slice my arm off or break it before I can take a single peep. What if Ezra earned you some time like last time? Junior? I'm not sure I can stall that. Junior, I'm not sure I can stall that guy at all. Silence fills the room. Only the sound of the ventilator fan disturbs the stillness. If we can't fight Hornet head on, we'll have to outsmart him. The best way would be to avoid having to fight him all together. The first thing I can think of is fleeing District 14. First thing I can think of is fleeing District 14, Urea suggests, crossing her arms. Simple idea, but sadly not foolproof. There's 2 weeks of time until we could take the warp train with the tickets received. The Taboo Hunter could catch up with us easily if we just drove along the road. Oh, Detective! I got one! Ezra raises her hand and waves it. Go ahead. Maybe we can hire a super duper strong fixer to fight for us. Yeah, hopefully they'll buy us enough time to run. Do you have any personal connections with grade 1 or 2 fixers who specialize in combat, Ezra? No. I'm doubtful they'll take our request in the first place, even if there were any. Opposing a fixer who directly belongs to a wing is essentially means opposing that wing. Wait, what is this one? Detective, that means they'll stop bothering us when we meet with Heejun in District 11, right? Certainly be less trouble for us if we could pass the buck on him. We just need to hold out for 2 weeks. I need to find someone who could buy us that much time. Ezra, do you have the monthly Fixer Office catalog? Of course I do. I'm sorry, we need to see Ezra brain rot with Dawn already, because I feel like Dawn would also brain rot over workshop gear, knowing fixers use it all the time. Ezra rummaged through her pockets and handed over the paper book she found. I skimmed through the catalog, densely packed with advertisements and promotional phrases for all sorts of offices. Carefully scanning this section for combat-oriented offices, there's one useful-looking office that's not too far from here. Dogway Combat Office, a grade 2 office, unaffiliated with any association. 17 members, operates 24 hours a day, open year-round. Normally it's extremely risky to use the office with no assurance from any association. Could be linked to a dangerous syndicate, but in times like these, it's a perfect pawn for us. They won't ask what's going on, all they ask for is money. Mario, did you actually post the clip? Oh, you motherfucker. hide details that could put us in mortal peril one more time, then I'll part company with you for real. Understood, Detective Moses? Yes, that's a good girl. Okay, I'm nuking. I can nuke clips too, right? You eat tails, crazy. I don't eat tails. I will not delete it though. I'm not gonna abuse powers. Fuck you though. Fuck you, coward. I said I'm not going to. Don't say fuck you when I just said I wouldn't. Oh, my throat's already starting to bother me. Thank goodness running out of time on this one. Okay, never mind. Yeah, that's what I fucking thought, asshole. Oh my god. Ezra, I'll go outside for a bit. Okay, dokie. I'll get my gear. No, I want you to stay here and keep Uriah's body safe. Gasp! But detective, it's dangerous to go alone. And it's late evening too. Stream delay. Shut up. Then use the low latency mode, bozo. Don't worry, Ezra. You're very reliable to have around, and I'd love to take you with me if I could, but I'm leaving you here so you can keep Uriah safe. I'm counting on you. Okay, Ezra answered, hanging her head. I'll be back as soon as I sign the contract. Uriah hopped on my shoulder, and I left the hotel room. Even just her hopping on the shoulder is so funnily cat-coded. Just like the cat that just follows you around on your shoulder. An evening street lit by the setting sun. Achromatic. Assorted people are on their way home from work, their heads turned downwards. The scenery is the same as ever. People stroll the streets, bearing distortions that look similar to one another, but not quite the same. I reckon these scenes will forever remain that way. This way. Not for long. A crude signboard that reads Dogwea Combat Office is hanging outside a 2-story building. The light on the sign was flickering, suggesting that it endured many years. This building seems to be more dilapidated than our humble office. I took the stairs to the 2nd floor. When I opened the door, I was greeted with the sound of a chime and a fusty scent. Guys, we got company! Followed by someone's loud voice, people in the office extinguished their cigarettes in their hands, started bustling about organizing this space. Here, please take a seat, ma'am. The person who appears to be a desk jobber led me to a seat. There's not a single room separated with walls in this office space that appears to be around 20 pyong in area. Once again, it's going to be 1 square meter. I guess it makes... it kind of works as that's the measurement, but you once again could just convert that to meters, localizers. Kind of funny to me, but yeah. We're gonna roll with it. The floor was a plain surface of gray cement, not covered in any flooring at all. I parked myself on the seat and took my smoking pipe out of the inner pocket of my coat. Is this really a grade 2 office? Where do all their earnings go if none of that money is being spent on the office interior? I guess we'll do this one. Doesn't look like someone who usually come into a place like ours. Got someone you want to see dead? The man sitting on the sofa with a haughty posture talked to me, scratching his head. The sunglasses wearing person seemed to be the boss of the office. I'm here to give you a request. Well, you do look like you're wealthy enough to afford our service, and you seem pretty old too. I wonder what your business coming all the way to our office. Let me guess, you got a problem with inheriting your fortune to your kids or something. As the boss burst out laughing, the office crew laughs along. Talk about an utter lack of dignity. What do you think we are? Some kind of shabby local office made out of hicks? We've been through hell and high waters. Hey, let me have a look at your business card if you got one. Took my card out of the coat pocket and handed it to him. He briefly lifts the sunglasses, scanned through the card. His 2 eye sockets are empty. Distortion, not a severe one. Moses' office. Mysterious and unsolved cases. 7 association affiliate. Some weird shtick you're up to. He put on a serious look on his face. He stared to the floor for a moment before looking back at me. Name Zheng Lei. Zheng Lei? Zheng Lei. I'm probably got it way wrong, but Star, don't hunt me down, please. I'm the rep of this office. He gave me his business card. Zheng Lei, representative of Dogwei office. Grade 2 fixer is written in rough handwriting as a note of his current status. I love this man already. This man is so unprofessional. I love him. Oh my god. Let's get straight to the point. What does a brainy office want with us? I want you to protect my office for 2 weeks. I'll pay you as much as you want. Made an enemy of someone, huh? Happens pretty often, don't it? The fixers in the office collectively nodded. So how many escorts do you want? Every fixer in your office. Must have made one huge fuss, haven't you? Once again, you'll get enough payment to compensate. Who we facing? I remain silent. You smoke? Oh, I love smoking. Let's take a moment to talk alone on the rooftop. Smoking a cigarette, Zhenglei looked up at the sky. A forest of buildings are surrounding in the landscape. Night fell on the streets already. So, your job is to solve weird and odd incidents, right? I nodded, smoking with my pipe. You see, I have a kid. Problem is, she shut herself in the room and just won't leave. Giving me a request now? People gotta help each other out, man. Maybe it's just my thick head, but something beyond my comprehension is going on in my house. If you can solve this problem, I guarantee you have my whole office keeping you safe. Can I get a discount on the request fee then? Come on. Are we doing a huge favor by not asking who we're up again? Now you're just being greedy. I laugh with him. Yeah, right. Ezra's a much better negotiator than I am. Can you offer an escort right now in that case? The location is in the location is room 1306 in the business hotel on Chili Street. Few useful guys will be on their way to that address right away. Good. I'll hear more strange happenings in your house as we head to your home. Well, that's the deal then, yeah? I nodded and shook hands with Zhenglei. Tobacco smoke billowed from the roof for a good while. This is gonna be fun. Also, okay, so it is straight up in a distortion. Alright. But I think this is where we'll leave off for now. We're making pretty good progress. We got about 9 chapters done. I very much am liking Distortion Detective. The localizers I have a little beef with, but otherwise I think it's pretty good. The story's really interesting. This is once again a case of PM. I love the distortions just kind of being like a perfect reflection. Also, by making the distortions have aura, it actually makes people willing to discuss what the distortions mean, which like most things have a problem with actually getting like fans to to actually discuss the themes and stuff like that. PM is like one of the few things that can actually get people interested because they give hype and aura to the different distortions, you know? But yes, this is where we're going to end for today. Thank you guys for coming to the reading stream. And I hope you guys all have a lovely night. Go get some good food, everybody. And I hope you guys all have a lovely night, alright? Take it easy, everybody. Don't get into any trouble. And take it easy. Bye-bye.